DAV, Police Public School, Police Lines, Panipat. Welcome to our English class. Good morning, dear student. I hope that you all will be fit and fine at your home. Dear student, today we are going to deal with chapter number 1 from our second book, Moments. The name of the chapter is The Lost Child, and this chapter or this story is written by the famous and eminent novel and short story writer Mulk Raj Anand. Now, I would like to tell you something about the writer. Mulk Raj Anand was born on 12th December 1905 in Peshawar. He was an Indian writer in English, notable for his depiction of the lives of the poorer castes in traditional Indian society. One of the pioneers of Indo-Anglian fiction, he, together with R.K. Narayan, Ahmad Ali, and Raja Rao, was one of the first India-based writers in English to gain an international readership. He is admired for his novels and short stories. He became known for his novels like this Untouchable, which appeared in 1935, Coolie appeared in 1936, and Two Lives and a Bird appeared in 1937. He was an recipient of the civilian award Padma Bhushan. In other words, we can say Mulk Raj Anand was a distinguished writer, critic, editor, journalist, and political activist. Now, I am going to tell the summary of this chapter, The Lost Child. In this chapter, we will read about a small child who got fascinated towards different things while he was going to a fair. What happened in that fair and what he did, which kind of situation he faced there. Now we will read in this story. Yes, it was a day of spring festival and all the villagers were going brightly dressed to a fair. A little boy and his parents were also among them. The kid was excited and thrilled to see the small toy shops on the way and the flies and bees in the fields. His parents kept calling him over and reminded him to walk beside them. At last, they reached the fair and a large crowd of people left the boy confused. He was happy and bewildered at the same time. He saw a sweetmeat seller at the entrance and was tempted to have burfi displayed on the counter. He demanded the sweet half heartedly because he knew that instead of buying it for him, his parents would term him greedy. So he moved on and soon came across a flower seller. Fascinated by the gulmohar garlands, he again made a faint demand for flowers, but knew well that his parents would not buy anything, for flowers were cheap in their opinion. Then he saw a balloon seller. He was thrilled to see the brightly colored balloons but knew that his parents would not buy one, for him because they thought that he was too old to play with balloons. Next, a snake charmer playing the flute drew his attention. The child moved towards him a little, but withdrew his steps because he knew that his parents had forbidden him to hear such rough music. On moving ahead, the child was charmed by a roundabout. This way, the child again and again demanded for different things, but the parents did not pay any heed towards his demands. And at last, when he did not get any reply, so he turned to look at his parents. They were not to be seen anywhere near him. He got extremely scared and started crying. He ran here and there but could not find them. He rushed in panic to a shrine which was crowded with people. He tried to make his way through the feet of this crowd but was knocked down and began crying loudly. A man heard his cries and rescued him from being trampled. Lifting the little boy in his arms, the kind and the noble man asked him how had he got there and whose baby he was. The scared child did not give any answer and kept crying and crying, and again he was asking for his parents. The good man tried to soothe him and took him to the roundabout, offering to get him a ride on the horse. But the child did not want anything else other than his mother and father. The man took the insolable child to the snake charmer, the balloon seller, and the flower seller one by one. He offered to fulfill all his wishes that he had made just a little while ago. But the child turned down all the offers. He just wanted his parents and nothing else. This way, we saw that in this story, and in the starting of the story, the child made different demands for different things. But by the end of this chapter, we saw that now he did not want to get anything because he had lost his parents, and he turned down all the offers made by the gentleman, and now at last he just wanted his parents back, nothing else. Now the theme of this story, or the moral which we learn, or the lesson which we learn from this story is, actually this story shows a close bond that the children share with their parents. The lost child forgets all about his desires and yearns deeply for his parents when he fails to find them. Actually, everything else loses its significance, and the only thing that matters is his wish to be reunited with his parents. At last, the child just wanted to be reunited with his parents. He had lost all the all his desires. Now he just wanted his parents back. Thank you. Have a nice day.